It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the third team in 3 years for Wentz and the fourth starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Wentz now to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Wentz. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Prescott on first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now Prescott.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
There's no doubt that Curtis Samuel and Washington would both welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping a return to health gets him back on track, but he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Wentz now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Let's rock and roll. Guys, let me get it on, baby. Something together. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, baby. I'm back to one, boys.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Alex Erickson. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Wentz going to throw.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
It's get him time, baby. We gonna make a play, baby. This is where you step up. Right here, baby. Come on, baby. Get this beat.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Oh, let's turn it up.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that 1st half for Washington. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 10.
The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Washington's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Here comes Erickson.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their own 44. Now Wentz.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wentz now on 1st down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They run the toss now with Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And again, it's Prescott.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott.
That's Gallup on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Prescott yet again.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Prescott now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So Wentz and the Commanders
Down 17-13, 57 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. And Dotson, he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz to throw.
Pass complete, Samuel. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Wentz.
Got McKissick, and he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.